Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the coolest thing that we have ever done. We are Sleepers Media, if you haven't heard of us, and we are live in Chicago at Bub City River North. It's the Big Ten tournament. It's my favorite day of the year, and we're here to talk college hoops with y'all and drink and eat and watch games all day long. Carter, how you feeling?
I feel the madness in the air. I truly do. We have the best teams in the Big Ten playing today. The Michigan Wolverines, the Michigan State Spartans, UCLA coming off a big win last night. I am very excited for today, and it's going to be a great day here at Bub City. We are just getting started. Make sure you come by today and hang out with us. I know there's a lot of people out there that want to see Greg face-to-face, Dion face-to-face. Come out and
What does that
us.
mean?
I don't know what that means. Just come out and see him face-to-face.
I feel like that was a short joke.
Well, you are short. Let's get that out the way right now.
Short.
It's not a great look when, this isn't a great look.
Yeah, Mike's tough. Mike's tough. That's okay. It's my third trip to the Midwest in a month. Am I a Midwesterner now?
You are an honorary Midwesterner for sure. Kind of like Mick Cronin.
Okay, love that.
Your trips have gone as well as Mick Cronin's have this year. All right, the crowd here, we've already got a nice turnout. Appreciate everybody who has come to show us some love today. We got people in the back giving us a little, they want the review.
They want a review?
Send it to the office. If you are watching on YouTube, I see we have like 300 people watching on YouTube already. If you can make it here, come see us. We will literally be here all day long. We're going to do another live show in between the first and second session, and we are really just going to be watching games at an awesome venue right here in Chicago. They got a whole new big screen behind us. You're going to have a game up. You're going to have the Big Ten tournament on this screen all day. There's TVs everywhere you look. There's a bar here. There's a bar there. If you can't tell, I'm pretty excited. And my team has the first game of the day, boys.
Yeah, a big one. Is it a big one for you, Ohio State?
No.
Yes, it is, Greg. Don't lie.
The crowd's saying no. Please,
if no one's going to believe in Bruce Thornton, I will. If no one's going to believe in John Mobley Jr., I will. Those are two high-level guards that can make shots. Anybody can be anybody. It's the Big Ten tournament.
Well, it's also Michigan.
Okay, you going 19-1 is the worst thing that happened.
I mean, it's not just your average Big Ten tournament. There's a generational team at this tournament, and it's the Michigan Wolverines. I need some Michigan fans here, for real.
I think you're the only one that I know.
Well,
I'll bring on Michigan too. I'm in on Michigan too. Also, I want to say something to the chat. I know we're bantering right now. We can stop with the short jokes. We can stop with the short jokes. We can move on.
It's not great. But also, I had the same reaction meeting you in person that I did when I met Braden Smith for the first time.
Taller than you think.
Small and lying about his height, but nice beard.
I don't think I lie about my height. 5'8".
Can we please talk about Ohio State a little bit?
5'8".
Let's get into some games. So the way I envision this show going, we will keep an eye on the chat. Cart has the comments pulled up right now. We'll take some questions throughout. We may have some surprises in store as people continue to show. I think we are going to go through all four of the quarterfinal games and give you just a pulse check preview. But before we do all of that, can we talk about last night? Because Purdue had to get to this moment, and we thought it was going to be a dicey game for Purdue. And it was anything but dicey. They ran Northwestern out the building and never really looked back.
Yeah, I think you saw a special passing game from the best passer that college basketball has ever seen in Braden Smith. I mean, 16 assists to 1 turnover. It's truly video game level stuff. And for a team that has had so many ups and downs throughout the year, they go 6-6 in the last 12 games. The vibes aren't great. We were looking for them to come out, kind of set the tone, see if there was a mental switch for Purdue in that first game. And you know what? I really think there was. Going up against a Northwestern team that gave them trouble earlier in the year. They came out, they handled business right away. And, even though it got, quote unquote, dicey at the end, given the spread of the game, which Matt Painter did not cover once again, check the stats, they were still able to get the win, and kind of an easy one.
What'd you see?
I saw a Purdue team that locked in. I felt like the defense was different in the first half. Oscar Clough in the second half was food, but they chose for him to do that, I feel like, because they were up 20. We mentioned that a little bit in the recap, but they looked a little bit more locked in. The Braden Smith dive up 23 points says that. Omer, by the way, great finish by Omer through two people. Not a lot of people are talking about that. Great finish by Omer.
He was like 6 feet in front of the defender.
It was a layup. It was a wide open layup.
Okay, so he's fast. Quickness.
Yeah,
gets you to the league.
I guess. I wish someone loved me the way Dion loves Omer Meyer, but that's for another day. I feel like we didn't give it enough love in the recap we did last night at the hotel. That moment from Braden, like he kind of has a moment that I think is going to be on replay when you think of Braden Smith going forward. And Braden, obviously, his accomplishments are what they are. He has a chance to go down as the best passer this sport has ever seen. It's been a rocky year. We know that. Purdue fans and him have had a strange relationship. But one thing I don't think you can criticize about that kid is he makes effort plays like that all the time. I mean, we have seen him dive into the stands multiple times this season, and to do it in a moment like that, but also have it result in an assist in a game where they're up 20, I think he needed that. I think his legacy needed that, and that's probably one of the highlights of his career.
Yeah, just never ever forget when you speak about Braden Smith, you need to mention that he's the ultimate competitor. And I think that sometimes that gets turned against him for giving his body language, given how he maybe gets down on himself a little bit. But that dude wants to win more than anybody. And in that moment, he kind of had that iconic I want to win moment. And it was a special one. Great photo op for him, by the way, as well. Look forward to that in the next Instagram dump he drops. It was a really special moment.
Are we going to acknowledge the post game where him and Raphael were at the table together?
What they do? I didn't see it.
Yeah, you didn't watch that?
I didn't watch it.
Did you watch that?
I didn't watch it, no.
Am I the only one that watched that? Did anybody here watch that? We had Braden Smith and Raphael Davis at the post. They were staring daggers.
Raphael had
Did they say nice words?
I think there were nice words said, but it was like a stare.
Okay. I stare at you all the time.
Body language PhD. I'm just saying. Don't sue the messenger here.
Always trying to find
Okay, so outside of Purdue, give me a winner. Let's kind of take our segment that we normally do on a Monday, just apply that to the Big Ten tournament yesterday. Give me any winner that you want to call out.
Ooh, I mean, I feel like you got to shout out Donovan Dent with the triple-double. Given how great Braden was, I feel like people aren't even mentioning the fact that Donovan Dent pulled up and had a triple-double in a time zone that's not West Coast, by the way. I think everyone was looking for UCLA to really struggle. They've really struggled. They hate coming out here. If you ask Mick Cronin if he hates this side of the country, he says that every single time. But they played really well last night against a very pesky Rutgers team with Tariq Francis, who's been one of the best bucket getters, I think, for Rutgers and at this tournament. Gave me shades of Corey Sanders for people who remember that Big Ten tournament run. But for them to show up, get the victory in the first one, setting up a matchup tonight with Michigan State. You and I talked about it, Greg. UCLA is a team that I don't think I want to play in March because they're getting the version of Donovan Dent that they were kind of promised coming in here. Bilodeau is one of the best stretch fours in the league. They're getting contributions from Xavier Booker and other guys. So it's going to be I've been very impressed with them getting over that first game. I think they're going to be good the rest of the
30.
year.
I want a 30.
Give him a 30.
I want a 30. That's so not what you said. That couldn't be less of what you said about UCLA.
Last night, he's right.
I wasn't under the bright lights above Sigma. I wasn't at this establishment.
Couldn't have been. That was what I said about UCLA, to be in fact.
Can I just speak freely? What is this?
Listen, man.
I'm not on trial. This is a live show.
Cart changing an opinion? No way. No way. We've never seen that before. It's okay. I like it.
I am not scared of Mick Cronin. Anyone else that is representing the green and white or in the Big Ten should not be scared of Mick Cronin. Let me hear you. Go white.
Yeah.
Come on now.
See, here's the thing. Bad look that the only crowd that's getting into it early is the green and white crowd.
Exactly.
This not good for me.
This
doesn't bode well.
With each of them with two beverages in front of them, by the way. They are ready.
We saw the order.
Love
We
that.
saw the table order already, guys.
that.
I get it. All right. Who's your winner from yesterday?
Wisconsin. I thought they played really poorly. They were up 10 at halftime. Guard was pissed. They let Rutgers back into the game late. They survived. I think they have a favorable matchup against Illinois. Obviously, Illinois should be favored in that game.
Favorable?
If they had to choose somebody to play in the second round, I think they want Illinois.
Ooh.
Illinois has one of the highest ceilings in the team. Illinois also has revenge on the mind. They're upset from earlier in the season. They came into Champaign.
I don't think Wisconsin wants to play either Michigan school. And the way Purdue looked last night, I'm not sure anybody wants to play them. 3 units.
Let me pose this to you guys. Is Wisconsin scared of anybody?
No, they're not.
Aren't they the team that's just like check rock?
Yeah.
Who are we supposed to fear in this tournament? We beat Michigan in Ann Arbor. We beat Illinois in Champaign. We beat Michigan State by damn near 30 at the Kohl Center. We beat Purdue on senior day. They're not afraid of anybody here.
You just had to say they beat us. You didn't have to add details.
Well,
but
it
it's
was
all right.
stylistically a little bit different.
Nick Boyd thinks he's the best player in the country, and it's that irrational confidence that makes him scary. And they put him on the second team all Big Ten. So that's like giving a guy who already wants to manufacture a chip on his shoulder, just put a little bit extra by putting him on the second team, and now he's kind of out to kill the rest of the Big Ten.
That's true. That's true. A pissed off Nick Boyd is not something I would want to see.
His jumper is pure. And Blackwell looked great yesterday, too.
Blackwell was probably the player of the day, even with Donovan Dent's triple-double. Crazy. All right, for my winner, this is getting cute. I will self-acknowledge this is getting cute. But I think the terrible teams in this league are a winner. I think like all the awful teams went out with some serious fight. I didn't really expect that.
Like a little spunky little kid.
It was a spunky little like Steve Peichel, like Chris Collins, like they played hard.
Look at Danny Sprinkle winning an overtime game.
Right. Like, no, I'm serious. I thought part of the story of this season of Big Ten basketball was the divide between the teams that are NCAA tournament caliber and then the teams that aren't. This is not nearly as deep of a league as we have seen in previous years. And no matter how good the top of it is, I think it kind of got watered down by how easy some of the bottom wins games were for those teams. And I was curious how they would apply that to this week. It's an 18-team tournament. A lot was made of, should we invite these teams in the bottom to this tournament? Outside of Penn State, I think they all held themselves pretty well. They gave really good teams really good games. And the Northwestern and Rutgers specifically, those are not the versions of those teams we've watched all year. Mm-hmm. They got some young guys playing really well. Lino Mark was hooping for Rutgers. And obviously Jake West didn't do great in the Purdue game, the second game the game against Purdue, excuse me. But I don't know. There's things to look forward to for those teams.
Yeah, and honestly, from a selfish fan standpoint, some of those Tuesday games, those Wednesday games, the United Center doesn't have many people in it. Many people don't even tune in to really get into those basketball games. They ended up being pretty entertaining basketball games for the most part, maybe outside of the Penn State game, which was a blowout.
Yeah.
Also, I think it was good for the bad teams in the Big Ten because the Big Ten's about to get 1 million bids the way everybody's playing right now, too. So some teams might sneak in that have no business being in the tournament.
You think so?
I think so.
Who, though? Indiana played themselves out.
Yes. Oh, sorry. My bad. I mean, it is exciting that they missed it.
Is it?
Yes.
For you personally?
Yes, it is. Why? Because I had to hear about Tucker DeVries and Lamar Wilkerson.
Yeah.
He chose the wrong side.
We got Shooters Hall of Fame from the Sleepers Discord. If you're in the Sleepers Discord, he pulled up in the all denim Kentucky suit today. He ordered, what is that, some whiskey? He's got the whiskey already. He's rocking. And he wants the world to know Lamar Wilkerson made a bad decision. Yeah, I think that's fair.
The Mark Pope horse race couldn't get it done. It can't always get it done. It happens. It is what it is. Money talks. But
Mark Pope would love Bub City, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Pope would love Bub City River North.
I got to ask you why now.
Why?
Why would he?
I think this feels like his vibe. I think he's like a Bourbon Trail type guy. I think, this would be a great place to wine and dine someone you're about to offer $6 million who's going to choose Darren DeVries over you.
By the way, I just want this on record. Bubba still owes Darren one. So Indiana's not out yet.
Okay.
Bubba owes Darren one.
All right. Thank you for that. Let's do losers. Let's go to Dion first. Loser of yesterday.
Nebraska.
Because they get Purdue?
Because they get Purdue. Yeah, but they get Purdue. They lost.
And it's a pissed off Purdue?
Oh, yeah. A locked-in pissed off Purdue.
Can Purdue get pissed off?
I think Braden looks pretty. Have you watched Braden's 2K
I think they get
streams?
irritated. I don't think they get pissed off.
Have you watched his 2K streams? You have?
Yeah, I have. He is a little bit pissed off.
It's a little pissed off.
I don't know about that, though.
He was pretty upset at Lance when he lagged out.
That's all right.
So you're not buying the Purdue is locked in for postseason play.
I mean, the one thing that we don't want to talk about is that, yes, they were locked in yesterday. Yes, that was a great win. Yes, Braden Smith, 16 assists to 1 turnovers. It was Northwestern. It was Northwestern down a starter. It was Northwestern with 6 guys. They were giving their all. Nick Martinelli still had 26 in that game efficiently. They got it going late. I'm just saying, we're acting like they knocked off this juggernaut of a team. It is Northwestern in the year 2026.
But are we forgetting what happened 10 days ago against Northwestern?
That's that Boo Booey was at that game. Ghost. No Page.
No Page. No Page.
No 6'11" demon. The scared.
But no Jake West.
Oh, now you're a Jake West guy.
I'm trying so hard to be a Jake West guy. It's really hard.
I love his TikTok.
It is really hard. Who's your loser from yesterday?
Oh, man. The thing is, I feel like all the underrated teams kind of played a little bit well, so I feel bad calling them losers necessarily. I'll say Purdue because they didn't cover, so you get to keep on going with your narrative.
Oh, you stole mine. Matt Painter 1-16 against the spread now. And people don't understand how the spread works that are Purdue fans. It's crazy. Vinay, you got to answer for this. Why does your fan base not understand how the spread works? You closed at 13.5. You blew a 29-point lead, only won by 13. Now he's 16 of 17. This man can't cover. And people trying to tell me Purdue doesn't care about covering the spread. We get it. Matt Painter's not betting these games. I'm not saying he should. But it is an objective way to analyze if you are outperforming or underperforming expectation. And the idea that Purdue just shows up to this tournament every year and doesn't care, why? Look around you. This is awesome. Who doesn't want to care about the Big Ten tournament?
You know they won, right?
They won.
They
Didn't
won.
cover.
You want them to be
Didn't
sad
cover.
because they won and didn't cover.
No, I want me to be happy that they
You
didn't
want
cover.
Vinay to be at his home base right now, sad because they only won by 13. That is rude to the game. That's rude to Vinay.
I don't want to be rude to Vinay.
Please.
I'm sorry, Vinay. I apologize.
Please respect that.
All right, let's get into some Friday previews. Let's just go chronologically. Do we understand what chronologically means? I know we struggle with that.
I do not.
Okay, so we're going to go in order of when the games are played today. Does that work?
Got
Sure.
it.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Okay.
Reverse chronological or which way?
Just traditional chronological. Michigan, Ohio State first. Ask me if I like that this is the first game of the day.
Do you like that this is the first game of the day?
No.
Okay.
No, I would rather trade places with you. I know you don't like being the last game of the day.
No, because I'm a nervous guy.
Yeah.
I'm a nervous guy. And if I have to wait 8 hours for my heart to be ripped to shreds, I'd rather it just happen at noon.
Yeah, and for me, I think it's only lose-lose Michigan situation here. Like, we're supposed to beat Bruce Thornton. We're obviously going to beat Bruce Thornton. But what if we don't beat Bruce Thornton? And then what if I have to, like, do shows and have fun after that?
You'll be fine because you're above. I mean, if you're, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to cry in a Maybach, that's what they say. If you're going to cry, at least cry in Bub City. This is a great place to shed a tear.
This would be
A
the best
happy or a
place.
sad one, to be honest with you.
It would be the best place to watch my generationally good team lose to Bruce Thornton at. Bub City would be a great venue for that. Give me some basketball analysis. Why does Ohio State have a chance in this game?
I mean, I think they have a chance because they have the best guards in the game. I think they have the best guards in the game. I think they have Bruce
Whoa.
Thornton, and even though they struggle a little bit, right? Maybe not the best winner in Big Ten history, but Bruce Thornton and John Mobley Jr. on any given day, I think, can be the best guards on the floor. As I say that, though, that is the one inkling of a shot that I think Ohio State has. Those guys could still be really good. It's just a tough task for Michigan. That front court against Christoph Tilly and Devin Royal, all 6'4" of him. Like, I don't know how that front court is going to be able to physically hold up with Michigan. So I think we'd be looking at an upset of monumental proportions. Good word, Cart. If you guys lose that basketball game.
You know what? Cheers.
Thank you.
Good word, Cart.
Thank
That
you.
was a good word.
Yeah.
Which one was the good word for you? Monumental or proportions?
Can you talk about the game?
Not proportions. Not proportions.
Do not make a fat joke, please.
So you know the performance my height's putting on right now in this seat? That's what Ohio State's going to do at noon. This one's going to get ugly.
Okay.
This one's going to get ugly.
Did you hear what he did there?
What'd he do?
Ohio State's got the best guards in this game.
That was crazy.
Do they not? Tell me I'm wrong.
Crowd, does Ohio State have the best guards in this game? Thumb up.
I don't trust LA.
Michigan State fans say yes. Everybody else is kind of like, yeah. I mean, maybe. Subie's here. Subie, does Ohio State have better guards than Michigan?
What's going to lead to better content?
That's a company man. Look, Bruce Thornton is
Great.
the best. Bruce Thornton is the best guard in this game. I will give him that. And you know what? Live from Bub City, River North, let me give Bruce Thornton his flowers for a moment because I have clowned this man incessantly for 4 years. I could not be less afraid of him. He's a great player, a great scorer. He doesn't strike fear in these. He just doesn't. And I don't know if that's my program. I think it should be all programs. Who's afraid of Bruce Thornton? Good teams are not afraid of Bruce Thornton. Now, he does, in his current form, scare me more than he ever has because I think he's playing the best basketball of his career. And I think really more importantly than that, he has help for the first time in his career. John Mobley is playing at a higher level than any Bruce Thornton teammate has in 4 years. But if you're still trying to pivot this as best guards in the game, I don't know that I'm going there. I don't know that I'm going there. They have the best guard in the game. I don't know that John Mobley has earned that from me.
Is John Mobley better than Trey McKinney?
I'm not taking
Gabe
John
Cups is
Mobley
crazy.
over Trey McKinney.
Gabe Cups is crazy. Gabe Cups should be here right now. Working.
Gabe Cups could be here. Look, maybe without Kaysen, maybe it's easier to just cut and dry say that. But
Is John Mobley better than a healthy Kaysen? Or are you talking about as a unit?
I'm talking as a unit.
Okay, yeah,
as a unit.
I'll give you that. I'll give you as a
Mobley and Thornton are definitely two of the three best guards in this game. So they have two of the top three.
Great news for you. It doesn't matter which guards are the best unit in the game because your front court is a bunch of freaks.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I think Amari Bynum's the key, and he's been better over the last month.
He is the key. I laugh at it because food. Like he just doesn't stand a chance.
He's too small.
Yeah.
Amari Bynum is too small. And now maybe he can drag the bigs out a little bit. He's a very streaky three-point shooter, I would say. Like he'll either go 0 for 5 or like he'll have a game where he's like 4 for 7. I feel like that's kind of how he operates. You're going to have to hit threes to beat Michigan. And you're going to, I mean, is the key to outscore them? I feel like Wisconsin outscored you guys. Is that what it is?
Well, typically you have to outscore the other team.
You're short.
You have to bomb threes. Wisconsin hit 15 threes, and Duke was just better for 40 minutes. You can do either. Like, I don't think there's one specific recipe to beat Michigan, but Ohio State's not better, so they have to bomb threes. And if Mobley plays a great game, I'll probably be eating my words, and I'm probably sweating. I just think if Mobley and Thornton are great, then this game is close. If they're not great, I think there's some separation.
I think the end result of this game is really not to give you a little bit more here, Greg, but I think that it's really just going to be Michigan's mindset. If they approach this like they typically approach tournament-type games, we saw what they did the Players era. We hear what Dusty says about games like this. He treats this as a precursor to the actual March Madness tournament. So, like, he's going to approach this, I think, like giving his best effort. And if he does that, I just don't think that Ohio State's going to have enough to hold up, even though we are currently watching a generational Jake Deaver performance. I'm sorry. They're like 20-11, and we're singing their praises because they made the tournament. Like Jake Deaver, Coach of the Year.
We had him in the mix for like all Big Ten top 5 coaches because he is on the right side of the bubble.
Yeah.
That's crazy. At Ohio State, this place used to be a proud program. It's crazy.
I want him extended. Him and Hubert both deserve extensions.
He probably will get extended. And this matters to Michigan because this is the more important championship.
This is the more important one?
Well, yeah. The Big Ten tournament is where the real champion is crowned, right?
Well, I mean, I think
yeah.
Look, you can cap off a historic, like, it already is a historic Big Ten season. I'm not trying to take anything away from you. I think there's probably like a 0.5% chance that maybe someone does this again. If you win the Big Ten tournament championship, I actually feel like this will never happen again.
I'll take that.
So that's what's on the line. And I don't know if I'll be able to deal with you, honestly. If that's my biggest fear. I need someone to knock these guys out because I'll have to continue to look at you every morning on Zoom and you just be like, oh, I'm so generational and you're not. How am I going to deal with that every day of my life?
But you're tough, though.
I'm not tough. That's a lie. I'm actually very soft.
It would be fitting with how high my arrogance level currently is if it's Bruce Thornton who takes me down.
It would be pretty funny.
It would be pretty. It just would be. That would be terrible.
Please,
I'm really scared.
Bruce.
I'm
really
scared.
please.
Let's go to game 2. Illinois, Wisconsin. We were saying this on the walk back from here last night to the hotel. This really shaped out perfectly. I think we got the exact 4 matchups we wanted today. But the number one game I'm most excited for by far is Illinois-Wisconsin round 2. Kylan Boswell and Andrei Stojakovic did not play in the first meeting. Again, I think this Wisconsin group is a group of psychos who get up for these moments and just, on a big stage, final postseason tournament type vibes. I think Nick Boyd is going to be ready and bring his A-plus stuff. Illinois' defense, not exactly conducive to stopping a team that has 2 guards as good as Boyd and Blackwell, but the Illinois offense, certainly conducive to simply outscoring them. So if you're Brad Underwood, is that the plan today?
I don't know if they necessarily want to get in that type of battle. I think this is one where you want to see the effect of Kylan Boswell and Andrei Stojakovic back in this game. Those are their best perimeter defenders, at least the ones that give the best effort. They still get blown by a lot, but they are the best defenders on the team. Guarding Boyd and Blackwell right now is one of the biggest tasks, I think, in the Big Ten. So I think it is going to take a really good defensive effort by them, but I do think we're ignoring what Wisconsin does defensively. Like yesterday, Washington got whatever they wanted, and we are about to look at the number 1 offense currently on KenPom efficiency-wise, going up against a Wisconsin defense that I don't think is necessarily wanting to get stops at all. So it'll be an interesting matchup. I think Illinois is probably kicking themselves that they lost that first game, up 12 in the second half in Champaign, and they dropped that one. They definitely are going to have revenge on the mind, while Nick Boyd has I'm better than Keaton Wagler on the mind.
There's someone specific that's going to have revenge on the mind, too.
Who?
Jake Davis.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Greg Gard wore his
Greg
wig.
Gard clown Jake Davis.
That's crazy. He disrespected the hair.
You never wear another man's wig.
Especially Jake Davis's.
Never.
Really?
Never.
Oh, okay. I'll make note of that. I'm sorry. I love your energy right now.
I do too.
I mean, the denim fit, the pitcher right off the whiskey. You're ready to be a winner today. I hope Florida's ready. That's how you lock in mentally.
We love that. We love that. How much does Nolan Winter's absence matter? He didn't play against Washington. I'm assuming he's not playing this week. If you are someone who likes to just play the availability game, I do think it's a pretty massive swing that in the first meeting between these two teams, Illinois was missing 2 of their top 6 players. And in this game, they're at full strength while Wisconsin is missing 1 of their 3 best players.
Yeah. And look, I think that, if you are Illinois, I wonder too, and I asked you this yesterday about Michigan, is there a sense of looking ahead to that Michigan matchup if they win this game? Because that would scare me because I don't want them overlooking Wisconsin and thinking, because there was so much hype about the Mraz game. That could be round 2 of that in Chicago in the United Center. Do you think there's a little bit of maybe Illinois? Because we worry about their mentals as a basketball team. We love them, but they're also like, you got to keep your eye on them at all times or else they might break guitars around you.
I got to be honest, I don't worry about their mentals as a basketball team. I worry about previous Illinois teams' mentals as a basketball team. This team is just chaotic, and it works.
Yeah. I think Nolan Winter plays a big role in this because I think Illinois can slow it down, take Boyd and Blackwell out the game, feed the post.
That's true.
And they just slow the game completely down, get Big T involved. They take 28 to 30 seconds every single time up the court. You make them walk the ball up the court. I think that's a massive miss for Wisconsin not having him.
Keaton Wagler has been slumping. People get mad when I use that term, but that's my term. He was shooting 50% from 3 for a while, and he is down to like 26% from 3 in the last month. Are you concerned about Keaton Wagler's slump, and why are you making a face at the chat right now?
Because, I'm caught off guard. I think you asked me about Keaton Wagler, but I'm currently looking at Greg being the cream and this Oreo is special. And I don't know how to react to that.
Double stuffed?
That's really crazy. Keaton Wagler's health, I think, is the most important thing in this game.
By the way, the legend GFed just walked in the building. What's up, GFed? Go crazy. Round of applause. Love to see you, GFed. Thanks for showing up to this. All right. Should we do like a round the horn prediction? Should we save that for the end of the show?
I'm down to round the horn.
Let's do that at the end of the show.
Okay.
Save an Illinois-Wisconsin prediction. Let's go to the third game, Purdue-Nebraska. I love this matchup for Purdue. I called it before the tournament. This is the exact draw that I think they wanted. I think they want a team that plays this exact style of defense that's going to leave shooters open and try and blitz post entries. It really comes down to TKR making good decisions. But, man, with Braden Smith running the show, you've seen Purdue play Nebraska so many times. Their offense almost always plays an A-plus game against this Fred Hoiberg defense. I think we're going to see the confidence from yesterday with Purdue carry in to this game. Do you agree?
I completely agree. I think Purdue's playing on a different level than they were the regular season. You kind of see them flip the switch that they kind of like hinted at, right? Like they kind of said, I think Braden said, just get us to March. Just get us to March. Well, it's March. And you're seeing what he's performing at. I think you're going to get a huge Braden scoring game, though. I don't think we're going to get a lot of assists. I'm not saying that because we have to eat pancakes for every assist he has. I think guards kill this Nebraska defense. I think Braden hits for 25.
25?
25.
25?
25.
Points or assists?
25 points.
Wow.
Can't have those assists. Can't have the assists.
I think he's more likely to hit 25 assists, to be honest.
I think it's going to be a massive Braden scoring game. Omer gets 12 too, though.
Oh, right.
Of course. Look, I think when we talk about this Nebraska defense, it is very schematically like tough for a lot of teams in the Big Ten. Purdue is built to beat their defense. It's going to be wide open threes for Fletcher Lawyer. It's going to be wide open threes for guys that CJ Cox. Braden's going to get some good looks as well. It's really going to come down to, that double team is coming from the baseline every single time. And as long as TKR and Clough know that, which they should, and I thought they did a great job of it in the first matchup, you're going to get a bunch of wide open threes. I believe Fletcher Lawyer was 4 for 17 in the first game.
That won't happen again.
Can the 17 attempts happen again?
It can, but he's going to make 7 of them.
Exactly. And if that happens, then that's probably great news for Purdue in this one.
Yeah. As people who have covered Purdue probably more this season than any other team that we discussed, we have sort of resigned ourselves to the fact that there is a toughness component with this group that can be missing. I think that's the fair way to frame it. I think if you look at Purdue's losses, most of them run through the same theme where there's a physicality to it that is missing. They end up looking for calls. There's some just whiny energy to it. Part of the reason I love this matchup against Nebraska is I don't think they have the guys that can make them pay in that sense. Am I right on that, or am I downplaying Nebraska too much?
No, I think you are definitely approaching it the right way. Nebraska's, maybe Frager gets in the mix. Maybe that might be one guy who I
was Frager missing the first game too?
Greg, can you take a 10-minute break from tampering, please?
Okay.
You can talk to Frager after the season.
No,
Have
did he play Purdue in the first game? Or was he out?
Ooh,
that's what I want to look up.
I think he did play. But look, to
Even
your point,
if he played,
I don't think there's anyone to test them physically in this basketball game. That first game, TKR looked like the second coming of Dennis Rodman. He had 19 rebounds in that game. Oscar Clough had about 8.
I'm pretty sure that's when TKR started telling everyone he watches Dennis Rodman highlights,
which is a lie. And if anyone ever fires up Dennis Rodman highlights, I'll have a talk. You need to be better.
Hold on now.
What do you mean? Hold on.
D-Rod had some performances.
D-Rod.
On the court?
His nickname's the Worm. First of all, have some respect. We're in
Is
Chicago.
it the Worm? I thought it was Spider.
Yeah, we are.
It's the Worm. It's the Worm.
It's the Worm?
Crazy.
It's tough.
Crazy.
Don't test me.
Stop 3-time champion.
Rank Mass just wants to do the shoot thing, right?
Nebraska's super nice.
They're very nice guys.
They're super nice. They want to get in front of your face, shake your hand after the game, give you a nice bro hug and say, you know what, good on you for beating us. They don't want to mix it up.
First team all, I would let them date my daughter.
Like the team or
the whole team?
The whole team.
I would let the whole Nebraska team at the same time date my daughter.
There you go.
All right. So for Nebraska side of this, what do you think is the key for them? Because they came back in the second half. I think a lot of that was, the energy of Pinnacle Bank, right? I feel like they felt the energy of the crowd. Jamarcus Lawrence honestly started walking down his matchup a little bit. That's maybe one guy who, I think you could beat a Purdue player off the dribble. I mean, we saw Jake West, Jordan Clayton, Jaden Reed from Northwestern get wherever they wanted. Are these Nebraska guards looking at this and being like, those guys are food?
I want all Purdue fans in the building right now to do me a favor. I want you to stand up for this one. I got the crew in the back right now. They're standing up. We already got Eric, Bub City owner, standing up right now. Purdue fan, shout out Eric. Listen to me. He just said Nebraska's plan is Jamarcus Lawrence walking down Purdue. Gentlemen, we are fine. We are fine. It's a boiler up day. The Carson Edwards jersey is packed.
Purdue by 1 billion, 3 units.
That's where I'm at. All right, best for last, I guess, in Carter Elliott's mind, Michigan State, the late game against Mick Cronin. See, the Spartan Nation just shows out, man. They really do. We're like a 60% Michigan State crowd right now, and that might be even selling y'all short right now. Yeah, it might be 80. If this is what it is at 11 a.m. local time, it's going to be crazy by 9 p.m. local time.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm approaching this like I need this banner. I want to leave here with something. I want this banner. You can't get to the banner unless you take care of Mick Cronin. And just as you are not afraid of Bruce Thornton, I'm sorry, I'm not afraid of Mick Cronin. He's a whiner, he's small, and he doesn't want to be here.
Why? Does him being small really have an effect on your fear level of him?
When you whine at the same time, yeah, honestly. Shout out to TJ.
That's crazy.
Love you, Bubba's.
Producer JK just asked me to do something. He wants me to shout out the YouTube chat. We got 200 concurrent viewers at the moment.
Hey, let's go YouTube.
Shout out the YouTube chat. See Ryan Hammer in there. Shout out to Blue Blooded Pod. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Stop calling Dion short. Every chat that I see is just calling Dion short.
I don't need a booster seat, guys.
How tall are you, Dion?
5'8".
Round up.
5'8".
All right.
5'8".
Disrespectful.
That's a round down.
Disrespectful. So, all right, we did our Michigan State preview for UCLA last night, and people did not like my question to you. My question to you was, does Michigan State come into this tournament wanting Michigan again? Because I do think a big part of the whole mental approach to a week like this is sort of knowing who's at the end of the tunnel and whether or not you are approaching it like we want that matchup or we want to get to March and be healthy and play for seeding. Michigan State is a great team. Michigan State has also just drawn dead with Michigan twice. And look, I lived through the Cassius Winston year. I didn't want to see Michigan State a third time that year. Going 0-3 in that rivalry stinks. Now, I understand it's disrespectful when I look Michigan State fans in the eye and say, I'm surprised you want another shot at Michigan. But let me ask you one more time. You want another shot at Michigan?
Yeah, I do. Because I think part of Michigan State, it might be irrational fear. I'm an idiot also. I wanted to play the best. I want to beat Michigan. If I'm going to hang a banner while beating Michigan after they beat us twice And even given how that game played out, and I might be completely wrong, and I'm fine with saying that, I still think we can beat those dudes. I'm sorry.
His confidence mixed with the amount of Michigan State fans already here has me terrified.
So I'm not concerned at all. Michigan State fans, you guys do the barking thing, right?
Yeah, we're Spartan dogs.
Woof, woof.
Can you bark one more time? Right. So Donovan Dent's a pit. That pit bull. That does nothing for him.
A pit bull.
Pit bull.
Okay.
Your bark does nothing.
He's in
for him.
UCLA because he got a bunch of money, and that pit bull.
Review.
That pit bull shoots 17% from three.
Somebody please send that to review.
That's 17% from three at the point guard position.
How many Jeremy Fears kicks are we getting today? Poll the crowd. 3. We got 3, 2. Most of the crowd saying 2. GFed says 1. How many kicks?
As many as it takes to win. I'm leaning all in. I'm leaning. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Kick, trip, push, shove, bite, win. I don't care anymore.
Okay, Lupe Fiasco. That's insane.
Bite is nuts.
That's insane.
I'll bite.
The matchup in this game that I actually think decides it is not Donovan Dent, Jeremy Fears related. I actually think it's Bilodeau and Kohler.
Yep.
So I think those two are really similar players. I think Kohler has had more, slumps in the last couple months than Bilodeau has. But I also think when it comes down to it, for some reason, I just trust Jackson Kohler more in that matchup. I think he's a tougher player than Tyler Bilodeau.
Yeah, and also Jeff Kohler landed yesterday. Hopefully he's in Bub City later today. I got to see my guy Trading Addicts. But no, it's going to be interesting because I guess let me ask you a question. Is UCLA the type of front court that Jackson Kohler can typically have success in down low in the post?
Who's their starting center?
Xavier Booker.
Yeah, I think they're fine.
Yeah, they will be fine.
I think they're going to be okay.
Yeah, so I'm looking for them to go to Jackson Kohler, get him some early touches. I do think that he needs to be able to take advantage of them on that under the floor. And, we saw him have a good performance against Michigan. He was probably the best post player one of the best post player in that game. Let me not go that far. But he really showed up as a front court for Michigan State. So I'll be looking to see him step up in this game because I don't think that on the defensive end of the floor, Bilodeau, Steven Jamerson, I believe his name is, they'll be able to check.
You don't know the name.
No. Well, he got booted from the last game. I think it's Jamerson.
Brutal.
The third.
That's a brutal look. PG! Whoa! We got Max Sanford in the building. What up, Max? Bub City's filling out. Come see us. Again, we're here all day. Reminder, this show will go for probably 30 more minutes, and then we will just be watching games until the first session ends. In between sessions 1 and 2, we will be back up here to break down what we see in Illinois, Wisconsin, and Michigan, Ohio State. And by then, I'm expecting this to be a sellout. I was talking to Eric before we got up on stage, and he was like, hey, just so you know, we may have to move this camera. We've already got reservations for 4 p.m. So might be standing room only. But again, shout out to everybody who pulled up early. Already got the drinks going. Round of applause for Bub City and for everybody for being here right now. Hart, can we take some questions from the chat? Because we do got 200 lovely people watching from home right now. Let's see what they're saying.
Yes, we could. Let me cipher through. I literally have to cipher through Dion and short comments. So let me go ahead and get through this.
Subie, we'll get Subie on. Yeah, we're going to bring Subie up here in just a moment.
Okay. Someone's asking. They say they have a Purdue future for a natty. Dion, they need some words of encouragement.
We're good. We're locking in now. Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
Business trip. What I tell you guys yesterday is a business trip.
So hypothetically, what has changed from last week in Champaign when you looked at me and said, we're dead?
Yeah. The look in me and Braden's eyes.
In you and Braden's eyes?
Me and
together?
Together. The look in both of our eyes.
Okay.
Man buys one Slam sweatshirt and just absolutely gets out of there. I guess I understand. Better Big Ten PG, Max Sanford or Denham Wojcik?
Ooh, I genuinely think Max Sanford could bring more to Michigan State than Denham Wojcik. That was my PG. I used to coach. And, man, we were like the 4 seed. We gave the 1 seed hell, though. We had Griffin. I don't even remember his last name. He couldn't touch it.
You don't remember your player's last name?
No, it was the opponent. The opponent, yeah.
Oh, my apologies.
It's like you with the UCLA's bigs. You don't remember their name?
Please respect me.
Jamerson? What?
Someone wants to know, Greg, is Merck your number 1 Big Ten player that you would take on Michigan for next year?
Okay, can I give actual analysis to this instead of doing a bit?
Yeah, please.
So, bit aside, no. I love Merck, but I think Merck is a much better fit for Illinois' system offensively with what Tyler Underwood does than he would be in a Dusty May system. I think he's too slow. I think he is not the athlete Dusty May is currently recruiting. I think you can pick on him defensively. I don't think that's who they're after. Now, do I want to steal him for the bit? Absolutely. By the way, do want to point this out. Brad Underwood just said he's currently having meetings tampering right now, and no one's throwing a fit about it. No one's throwing a fit about it.
When was that said?
Last night.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you just looked up.
He
all
said
this stuff
he
last
held
night
a
and
meeting.
Didn't tell me about anything. I don't know about the post-game press conference. I didn't know about this. Why were you so quiet?
You were in the shower.
You took a very long
You were in
shower
the
this
shower.
morning.
God
It was
forbid I bathe.
Hey, by the way, Boilers in the Stands is in the
Hey.
building. Craig Bowers, Greg Bragg. Shout out to Boilers in the Stands. Appreciate you guys pulling up.
Bears.
The Bears. All right, let's do 2 more chat questions. Then we'll get Subie up here.
All right, I got a good one. Coaching advantage in today's game: Greg Gard or Brad Underwood?
Ooh.
I think they're both great coaches.
Nope. Pick.
Guard.
Why?
I think Guard's a better X's and O's coach. I think he's going to make adjustments at halftime. Underwood kind of has to punch him in the mouth in the first half.
I'm leaning Underwood because I feel like anytime you want to give your coach you like an advantage, you go, yeah, he's great at X's and O's. All he does is give Nick Boyd and Blackwell the ball and say, go do him.
That's great. X's and I love ISO ball.
Give me Underwood. Give me Underwood. We swung a little bit too far on this. Underwood has put together an incredible team. I think they do a good job as far as matchup hunting. Maybe you want to give credit to Tyler Underwood more so on that side, the assistant coach. But yeah, Brad Underwood, the most wins in the Big Ten in the last 7 seasons. Go check their graphic. That's a real thing. So, yeah, give me Brad Underwood in that matchup.
I think the answer to that question, who outcoached each other, will come down to Keaton Wagler's stat line. Does Greg Gard find ways to frustrate him? He did in the first game. He had Carrington picking him up full court. If Wagler has a great game, then I think Brad outcoached Greg Gard.
So you're picking – so are you –
Rank all 8 coaches left like that. I can't go first. Diebler's last. Diebler's last for sure.
Hold on now.
Dusty's first.
Hold on now. Is Diebler last?
Diebler's last.
Dusty's first.
Dusty May's first?
Dusty's first.
Okay, sure.
All the good coaches are left. I mean, it's like whoever we rank 7th is going to feel disrespectful. Like, is Mick Cronin 7th?
Probably.
Yeah, that doesn't feel disrespectful.
And he's a good coach.
Dusty 1, Izzo 2, Underwood 3, Guard 4.
Whoa.
Paint?
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about Matt Painter.
Yeah.
My apologies. Matt Painter 3rd. Behind Izzo. Behind Izzo. That's not a ooh statement.
Craig Bowers, Matt Painter 3rd behind Dusty May, Tom Izzo. Is that crazy? Not crazy.
Not
Okay.
crazy. I got
All
a
right.
not crazy
All
stamp.
right.
Craig, I'm
All right,
good.
we got it. Subie, you want to come up? Let's get Subie up on the show. Round of applause for Subie. We got Subie here with us with the crew. We will make predictions for these 4 games. I want to get Subie's thoughts on all 4 as well. Welcome to the show, my friend.
To the dude that asked what my wingspan is, stop.
Subie, for starters, so I've worked with you for 4 years now?
Has it been 4?
I think it's been 4 years.
Time flies when you're having fun. Is it right, Subio?
Okay. I think it's been 4 years, and I did not know that you lived in Chicago until 2 weeks ago.
That's true. Yeah, it's been a lot of, you're the Arizona guy, you're in the West Coast. Now, I did live in Phoenix for a minute, which is not where U of A is. It's down in Tucson. But yeah, lived in Chicago basically since the pandemic, as a matter of fact.
And you are not a Big Ten guy. You are
Big 12 guy now.
more specifically, and
Arizona guy?
I mean, you got to say it with your chest,
Right,
big dog.
You're the number 1 team in the country. Act like it.
Is that true, Greg? We're the number one team
Simple
in the country?
question. Would any teams in this tournament scare you?
Michigan would scare me. Every single team would scare me, as a matter of fact, as an Arizona fan over the course of the last 25 years.
You're so you put Princeton in front of you, and I got to talk you off the ledge. It's crazy, man.
I mean, I lost to Clemson in Los Angeles. I got nightmare stories that you wouldn't believe.
Wait, so can you also name some other teams you're scared of in the Big Ten? Maybe you forgot to mention.
Michigan State.
There we go.
UCLA. My wife is a Bruin, as a matter of fact. She's watching right now. You would think because of me, but she's ready to. She might be trash talking you in the chat, as a matter of
Love
fact.
that.
I don't love that because I don't hold punches. Gregory?
Yes, I mean the Big Ten is a very, very potent conference for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm afraid of you. I just want you to know that
In March.
in March
All right.
and now,
All right.
in all ways.
Okay.
All right. Let's go through all 4 games. Let's each give a prediction, not just who wins, but by how much. starting with Michigan, Ohio State. Dion, go first. We'll go down the line.
Michigan by 28, 100-72.
I'll take Michigan by 8. I think 13 is a lot of points, and I do think Blackwell is playing a lot better than he has.
I do.
Jesus, Thornton.
It's okay. Still good.
See, I'm so unafraid of him. I just can't get there.
I think you're going to get a Herculean level effort from Ohio State, but it won't be enough. They will lose by 12 points.
Good word.
I might be special in Bub City. I'm so at home here.
Subie?
Multi-syllabic words out of cart, man.
Okay, too far. I don't know what. Would you just call me a slab?
I'm going Michigan by 14, as a matter of fact. We'll go 88-74.
Just over the number. Okay. And a real score prediction. Subie, that's amazing. Illinois, Wisconsin next.
I like Illinois to win, Wisconsin to cover. I think Illinois wins this game 77-71.
I hate this. I'm taking Wisconsin. And I think this comes down to the final possession, and I think a Nick Boyd game winner wins it.
Oh, man. I don't know if I can get there. The number, Wisconsin covering feels amazing. I don't know if I can get as far as winning. I think Illinois wins this game. I think it'll be high scoring. Give me Illinois 89-87.
Do you want to talk about a Big Ten team that scares me? The Wisconsin Badgers. How did I forget about them?
Yep.
Goodness gracious. Back-to-back Elite Eight losses. Different regime. Like if I saw Freddie Krueger like underneath the light or like Frank Kaminsky or Bucky Badger, I'm going to Freddie Krueger, man. I got Bucky winning this one as well. I'll say by 4.
Wow, 2-2 split on the panel. Okay. By the way, that line's going the other direction. It's up to Wisconsin plus 9.5 right now.
Love that.
Kind of crazy. All right, third, we got Purdue, Nebraska. Dion.
This one's easy money. Purdue by $1 billion. I think it's 87-72.
That's not $1 billion. That's exactly 15 points.
It's right there, though. 3 units.
I like Purdue by 10. I think it's a comfortable win. I think they have a great first half again and don't have the collapse they did in game 1.
I think this is going to be an ugly basketball game, more so than maybe an aesthetically pleasing one, with Purdue hitting a bunch of threes. Unless Fletcher Lawyer hits his first 2, then it's Purdue by 24. If he doesn't, though, give me Purdue low scoring, like 69-65.
What's the spread on this one, Greg?
This is, what was it? Purdue by 3.5?
Yeah.
3.5.
What did you say about Matt Painter not covering? That's a terrifying proposition.
If you got the closing number, we're playing semantics. Closing number 1-16 in his last 17 against the spread in this tournament.
Nail biter, I think Purdue ends up winning on a game-winning defensive possession by 1.
Game-winning stop.
Mm-hmm.
Purdue?
Yeah, why not?
Craig's laughing.
This is
that got an audible chuckle out of Craig on that one.
I don't know about that one. All right, last and certainly not least, the Michigan State Spartans and the UCLA Bruins. Dion, what do you got?
Love this one. UCLA 81-78.
Oh, crazy. I think Michigan State rolls. I got Michigan State by 12.
What's the score? May I ask?
66 to what's 12 less than 66?
54.
54.
You know darn well I don't know that without a calculator. Dion disrespected my university, my school, thinking we would let Mick Cronin score 81 points on us. We are taking that to heart. I hope they hear this. Michigan State will win this game. Give me Michigan State 75-60.
Cart, is this the first postseason game between you two since Mick Cronin won in the first 4 and ended up going to a Final Four?
Oh, man, the Hawkes years. What a time. Shout out to Gabe Brown. I miss you, Stink. Yeah, it is.
You owe me for that because that's another piece of my, scars that I have. UCLA has a more recent Final Four than Arizona, and that team stinks the last 25 years. And that's because Cart and his boys let them win in that first 4.
Sorry.
I'm going Sparty in this one, though, by 12. Please, 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 please.
Please, please, please. All right, Subie, thank you so much. We appreciate you being here and all the help you've given us in the last couple of years with the channel. You're a big part of this, brother, so thanks for being here.
These guys are the best. Shout out JK as well.
Absolutely.
Yes,
shout out. Producer JK been rocking today and all week, really. The unsung hero. Round of applause for producer JK. Oh, yeah. He would like us all to acknowledge he got a really nice haircut earlier this week. So, yeah.
I mean, he's been turning his head to the left for no reason since he landed. And we're like, JK, can you look at us so we can discuss the rundown? He's talking about, what do you guys want to talk about? just give a moment for the fade. It's nice, Jake.
He could not be a more confusing fit with us. He hasn't ordered one drink in 24 hours, and he got a 7 a.m. workout in this morning.
That he walked to.
Great job, JK. Let's get GFed up. Can we get GFed on stage?
GFed.
Come on, GFed. Come on, GFed. All right, if anyone is unfamiliar with GFed in this room, first off, I'd be shocked. Second of all, you follow him. GFed go crazy. This man, we tried to get GFed on the Sleepers roster a couple years ago, and then he was just like viral a week later, and then now he's like 5 times as big as we are. So GFed, thanks for being here. How are you?
What's up, everybody? How we doing?
Damn, I'm doing good, GFed. Off language, sorry.
So GFed, tell the people first off sort of the type of content you make and your role in this whole content world.
I call myself the Internet Stadium Tour Guide. I try to be as many places as I can. I've been to every FBS college football stadium, all over the NBA, MLB, everywhere in between. Huge college basketball guy, too. Don't cover quite as well as these guys do. They're my main podcast I listen to keep up with it. But that's where I'll be. If you're into stadiums, I got everything you need to know.
So where does the United Center rank in terms of basketball venues?
NBA arenas aren't fun to rank because they're all the same. Like it's fine. It's a good spot to watch a game. Is it going to compete with like the Breslin Center or Mackey Arena? Probably not. Chrysler Center, maybe. But
Good shot. Good shot.
Good,
it's in
GFed.
the middle of the pack.
Mackey East, as they call it, I believe. Mackey North?
Mackey North. Well,
Mackey
We might be seeing about that tomorrow,
Yeah, sure.
or even today if Nebraska takes them. Who knows?
Somewhere. Okay, so of the actual Big Ten venues, how many have you been to, first of all?
For a game less than I should, it's actually like inside the place, probably 75% of them.
Do you have a favorite?
Breslin, obviously.
Outside of the homer pick?
Okay, outside of the homer pick is Indiana.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. And I have been to a game at Indiana. It's so unique. It's such a great place.
Yeah.
Indiana definitely number one.
Yeah.
Love Mackey, love State Farm. There's some other great ones that I'm missing, but yeah, that's the easy one for me.
Yeah.
Assembly.
Rupp is great too. I see Kentucky out there. That might be my favorite place to watch a basketball game outside of East Lansing. I got a lot of Louisville
see that.
fans that follow me that aren't going to like hearing that, but Rupp is a special place.
I need to get to Rupp. We need to get, but I'm afraid we would get ran out of Rupp. That's the problem.
I think we would
I've
get
been
ran
to-
out of
I've been
Rupp.
to Rupp.
You like to tell people you have been to Rupp.
Kentucky,
I went to
Kentucky,
Rupp.
Kentucky's good with working with people too. If you guys want to go to Rupp, I got some people.
Hey,
you should let me
I got
know.
the connects. He got the connects.
Ain't nobody in Kentucky letting Greg in that state.
Yeah, no.
Once you cross the border.
And the problem is, I
I
sided with Kentucky over Louisville in the whole rivalry, Pat Kelsey, Mark Pope stuff.
Everyone lost.
What's crazy is Cart didn't, and Kentucky loves him.
Yeah, but he's just Cart.
It's just Cart.
He's just Cart.
Just Cart.
He's just Cart.
Just a big lovable idiot.
GFed, where do you think? So people don't know this. GFed and I went to high school at the same high school, and if you are a state of Michigan person that follows this college sports world we're in, it's the same high school Chris Castellani also went to. Weirdly, there's this like little pipeline of people doing independent college sports content from our high school. So can we do a start bench cut? You, me, Chris Castellani.
That's crazy.
I mean, you and Chris know way more ball than I do, so I got to cut myself just for that.
Humble king.
I'm not going to read.
I had to put you on. the
I'll
spot.
do it.
I like both of y'all. Y'all do great stuff. I've been on Chris's show. I've been on your show. You guys,
Shout out to Chris. Shout out
you
to
should
Chris.
you should be listening to both of them.
Start GFed. We're going to cut Castellani and we're going to bench Greg.
Appreciate that.
Gotcha.
I've always been good off the bench, honestly. All right, I'm going to put GFed on the spot one more time here. I want to play a quick game, on the fly, sleepers game. Of the 8 teams left in this tournament, Michigan, Ohio State is tipping off right now. We're going to snake draft this. We're going to go down the line. I want to draft players to get points in the remainder of this tournament. So you want to draft someone that theoretically will play 3 more games as opposed to someone who will play 1 game. Maybe 3 games of a 10 points a game scorer is more valuable than 24 in 1 game. But the goal here at the end of this is whose duo has the most points at the end of this tournament. I don't know. What should we give a prize?
Yeah, I'll offer up a $250 prize.
A $250 prize from Cart that no one will ever get. But we'll go with that. GFed, you get the first pick. We're going to snake draft this back and forth.
So I'm going to get the first pick and the last pick.
You're going to get the first and the last pick.
I mean, the safe pick is Yax, right?
You tell me.
I mean, he's on the best team. He gets.
We're on their ass, by the way. We're on their that's a Merez Johnson turn. I'm sorry.
For those that don't know, I'm a
Language.
Michigan State fan, but like I got to be real. Like they're the most likely to make the championship. Yaks is the best player on the team. You got to take
You
Yaks.
taking Yaks?
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw Merez score 4. I could get out to the early lead by selecting him right now. I'm not going to do that.
Christoph Tilley shooting jumpers right now.
I'm going
Fine.
to take Keaton Wagler. Keaton Wagler.
It's players era all over again.
Keaton Wagler.
It's players era all over again. I need some Michigan fans in the building, man. This is crazy.
Can you draft someone?
I'll take Nick Boyd.
It's a good pick.
I got Michigan minus 14.5 right now. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'll take Merez. I'm a cheat. I'm going to take Merez, who already has 4, and give me Trey Kaufman-Renn.
It's a good pick.
I feel like I need some Michigan representation just to be safe here. But wait, no Purdue player's been picked yet?
You just took TKR.
Not just 16.
You took TK. Okay. Give me Braden.
Braden?
Give me Braden.
I'm going to play the matchup game here. I need Fletcher Lawyer to once again have a 17 3-point attempt game against Nebraska. If I could just get maybe 8 3-point makes by him, I'll take Fletcher Lawyer right now.
All right. I mean, I got the last pick.
No Jeremy Fears?
He'll come back to me.
Hey, we're done.
We're only doing 2 rounds.
Wait, what?
All right.
Wait, we're only doing 2 rounds?
You just took Fletcher Lawyer over Jeremy Fears in this draft. Yeah.
All right.
You're done.
Okay, that 250 prize is going to have to change.
Braggs loves it. Braggs is like, yep, let's go.
It's an awful pick card.
Last pick. I mean, I got the best player on one team remaining that I think actually could make the championship if they take Purdue, and then Michigan State, who knows, in the Big Ten tournament with what they're gearing up for. Give me Price Sanford.
Good pick.
I like that.
Good pick. All right. Thank you, GFed. We appreciate you. Cart will not give you a $250 prize if you somehow win this. But
I feel good about it.
yeah,
Appreciate
you
you
did well. All right. We are going to wrap in about 10 minutes. Before we do we want to get the Boilers in the Stands guys up on the show? Craig, do you want to come too, Braggs? If you both want to, you're more than welcome to. Just one of you's fine. Either way. Let's get them both. Do you mind sliding?
I'll slide.
Let's bump Dion for the Boilers in the Stands, guys. Round of applause, Dion. Round of applause, GFed. All right, so if you are a Big Ten fan, Purdue fan, certainly you got to follow these guys. Boilers in the Stands. Braggs, good to see you, my friend. So, all right, let's just talk Purdue vibes, because the first half last night was absolutely everything I think Purdue fans wanted to see in terms of an intensity flip switch. A lot has been made of the idea that in the past, who cares if we make a deep run in this tournament? They've pointedly said we want to win this tournament this year. Is that what you saw last night, Craig?
I think just coming into this one, it's a completely different vibe than the last couple of years. Like, more than anything, this team just needs to find some confidence in their flow again. So I think it's a different approach, and hopefully what we saw in the first half is what we see going forward. I love the draw in the Big Ten tournament for Purdue. I really felt like if we couldn't have got a better one for making a chance at a deep run here.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it the last few years. We're almost kind of rooting against Purdue in the Big Ten tournament because we're trying to get that rest. But not this year. They need some momentum in the worst way. Last night was a step in the right direction. But as talking to some of the players in the locker room, they were still pissed off about how the second half went. It was kind of like you felt like you got back on the right track in the first half. Braden Smith's doing the Superman routine on the sidelines. Unbelievable play. But in the second half, you let Northwestern get some new life. And so if you fast forward this to the Nebraska game, same thing happened against Nebraska, right? You're up 20, and then all of a sudden you're in overtime.
Yeah.
So that's the teaching point. There's nothing that needs to be said, and that's the frustrating part about this team. So as nice and refreshing as yesterday was, tonight obviously is going to be the better indicator of what Purdue team wants to show up this March.
Yep. So I know you guys know this as well as we do. It can be hard covering a team that doesn't live up to expectations.
Yep.
And I know we've had conversations even offline about this bar was so high for a lot of teams. The season Purdue has had this year would not be a disappointment. But the reality is that's the bar that these seniors have sort of raised at Purdue. And when you're the preseason #1 team, sometimes it feels that way. So we've covered it as I don't want to say as much. You guys have done more Purdue coverage than we have, obviously, in these guys' careers. But I think we've certainly felt that this year, and working with Braden a little bit, it's been a hard, emotional year to sort of ride this roller coaster. Just big picture, I'm sure there'll be some postseason conversations had, but what has this season been like from your perspective as a fan and someone who covers this team?
Well, obviously, there's no ducking that it's been disappointing, right? Michigan is a juggernaut. Hate saying that to you, but it's the truth. They are. And when you watch them play, like, that's a UConn type team that Purdue saw a couple years ago in the national championship. That being said, when you look at Purdue, it has been so disappointing. And the fact that they haven't been able to figure out a defensive identity is frustrating because they have been known as a program as the play hard, defense wins here kind of program. And that's just not who this team has been. Ultimately, big picture over the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, I've always said, and some of the ESPN 1000 guys here in Chicago, they'll make fun of me for this, but I'll continue to say it. They are victims of their own success in a lot of ways because they have a bunch of guys that are not highly recruited. And yes, after the fact, now Braden is a great player. He's, going to go down as one of the greatest point guards in history. Same with Zach Edey, one of the greatest college basketball players of all time. But that's not how they came in. And so that's what always frustrates me about the perception of Purdue and whether they're living up to expectations, what their bar of expectation is, what it is fair. When they lost to St. Peter's a few years ago, nobody talks about that Kentucky, a 2-seed, lost to St. Peter's. They only talk about that Purdue did. And that's a team that has 7, 5-star recruits, whereas Purdue, they don't have any. So like that to me, Purdue should always get credit for how they develop these guys. That being said, once you have those expectations are a good thing. And so they shouldn't be afraid to have those, but with that comes a different level of vitriol, not just with the national audience, but with your own fan base.
Yeah, and I think, obviously, even if you ask Braden, if you ask any of the players on this team or the coach, right, they start the season with 3 goals: to win the Big Ten, to win the Big Ten tournament, and to win the NCAA championship. So, obviously, they didn't accomplish one of those goals. So it's going to be viewed as a disappointment by them. It's viewed as a little bit of a disappointment to the fans. At the same time, though, I think it's important, like, Braden, Fletch, and TKR have had to try to sustain this over 4 years. It's hard to keep that, like, I don't know, that energy and just go after every single game when you've been in it for 4 years straight. Like, I think it's hard to maintain that all the way through. So a brand new season started yesterday for Purdue, and I think we understand this team has some defensive issues. I still think this is a team with the right type of draw can win 4 games in a row and go to a Final Four. Like, I don't think many of us would question that. Is the route maybe going to be a little bit harder? Is it a little bit more matchup dependent on what we thought it might have been at the beginning of the season? Sure. But I've seen some like brackets put out there where I'm like, I'll take that. Like, I'll take that bet.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we hypothesized this week when we were sort of doing our Big Ten tournament preview. I think there's an argument to be made that 60% of the top 10 ball screen offenses are just in the Big Ten. And if you get out of that, like, you might have UConn in the Sweet 16 or the Elite 8. It's like, I would feel way better about Purdue's chances against UConn than half the teams in this league.
We go through this every year. We're like, can we just get out of Big Ten play and play somebody else? And so I'll leave it at this. Like, if the Big Ten can't win a national championship this year, I mean, obviously I want Purdue to do it, but even Michigan, you look at Michigan State, you look at Illinois, Nebraska even, all these teams have an opportunity to not just go on a Final Four run, but to win a national championship. And I am looking at your Michigan team. I know they lose their backup point guard. That's a big hit to their rotation. But at the same time, like, it's been since 2000 and Mateen Cleaves, man. It is past time the Big Ten wins a national championship. I think they have every opportunity this year. Normally we're like going at, like, does the Big Ten beat each other up too much? And then they get in the tournament and fall short. Enough of that. Like, it's time to put our stamp on the NCAA tournament this year.
Yeah. We got a $5 donation specifically to buy Braggs a drink. Braggs, what are we drinking right now?
Well, I don't know. You got shots.
We got shots. We're going to close the show with shots. Those are. Will you take a shot with us?
What is that?
Well, what is this? Do you know?
I do not know.
It's just whiskey?
It's whiskey. That's what I'm talking about.
No? Braggs, would you take one with us? We get one more whiskey shot, and then we'll close the show with that.
Let's do it up. Thanks a lot, Double D.
I love it.
Appreciate you. So I got to do a Bears show here in a little bit.
Before we close this, I want to first off give you guys a moment of just real praise because I think you two cover the Purdue program better than anyone. I have listened to you guys for years, and it's religion for me to watch a Purdue game, listen to your guys' immediate reactions, and then sort of help mold some of our conversations we have. Also, Braggs, I've heard you when people have been really negative toward our show with Braden.
Yep.
You've been vocal defending us, and we really appreciate that. It means a lot. And from conversations with him, too, I just want you guys to know he really appreciates your coverage of Purdue. And you know that he's a guy who hears everything. There's some he wouldn't say that about. You guys do it the right way, and you do it in an amazing way. So round of applause for Boilers in the Stands. I want to close with this, though. You know, it's been sentimental for me realizing that Braden and the rest of the senior class is coming to the finish line.
Yeah.
I assume you guys feel the same way. So how will you remember this group of guys as their careers come to a close?
I mean, it's the golden era of Purdue basketball in my mind, just looking at that stretch. And obviously, Zach was a huge part of that of 2 years and is part of that story too. But in terms of, like Greg talked about, when they came in, it was who's going to be Purdue's starting point guard? Not like we've got potentially the best starting point guard in NCAA history in terms of facilitating the ball and racking up assists. So, you know, to think about where they were going into that Nike tournament that year where they weren't ranked and then become the fastest team to go from unranked to rank, and then everything that he's done. Fletcher Lawyer is the career leader at Purdue in three-point attempts. TKR is going to leave a big footprint across the record book as well. So I think they have to go down, as one of the most accomplished trios in Purdue history, without a doubt.
Yep, no question. They're known as winners, right? For us to have the privilege to be able to stand on a national championship court a couple years ago, obviously Zach had a lot to do with that as well. But that it has been a privilege to be able to cover this team and these players and this program, and this coach. I cover the Bears here full time, and there was 10-game losing streaks. I know what you guys talk about.
We could have a whole Ben Johnson conversation right now.
We absolutely can. But and finally, you know a good coach when he walks in that door, and Matt Painter is a great coach. So for me personally, having to cross from the Illinois to the Indiana border, sometimes it's like, I always describe it like it's like sometimes the fans here are so angry in Chicago. The team sucks half the time. The players are pissed. The coach is an idiot. Then you cross over to the West Lafayette. The fans are happy. The band is playing. The players are good. The coach is smart. So it has been refreshing for me to be able to cover this team. And so it's been an honor and a privilege. And so I don't want it to end here. I'm hoping for a deep March Madness run, and they're fully capable of that. So, but appreciate the kind words. Also got to shout out Joe Jackson. He's at the Big Ten tournament right now doing his thing, and
shout out to the mini whiteboard. Is that what it is?
Oh man, the board.
When the board comes out, it's special.
But yeah, no, appreciate all the love. But I know how it is, just ingratiating yourself into a specific fan base. You guys do a great job with all the Big Ten, and we always got your back. And you guys are great dudes. First and foremost, you guys put out great content, and that's all it's all about. That's why all these people are here, and this place is going to be loaded here, I'm sure, as the day goes on. So, cheers, guys.
Cheers,
really
we appreciate it. Dion, get up here. Let's take this. All right, we are going to close this show. Thank you so much. It looks like we got about 30 people in here right now. Thanks for pulling up to this. We will be at Bub City all day. We're going to do more shows in between session 1 and session 2, but we'll be here through the final games, just watching games, hanging, drinking all day. So
thanks a lot, Double D.
Come see us, guys. Whoops.
Whoa.
As I spill.
Craig's being responsible.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
To Bub City.
To Bub City.
Go green.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll be back in between session 1 and 2.